everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Come Bills, we've got a matchup today that features two teams who come in with opposite records on the year. It's the Steelers going up against the Bills. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last week. They got a shutout on the road. And that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
And sometimes when you're in the middle of a losing streak, being on the road is exactly what you want. You can only depend on each other. Let's see if they can use that as fuel in this ball game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
He goes for 18.
Taylor's out one more week. Gilmore is out, I think, another 5. There's somebody else out, too.
Look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
To throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
Oh,
2nd down now after the pass completion.
Man, just suck it up and eat it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket, looking deep downfield. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
She made it for you, man.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
Oh, man.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding time. Going to throw right side here, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see it.
Yeah, that was a boring-ass game.
He saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
This
Yeah.
time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Oh, man.
So much about
That's
this
what-
game
that's
is
why
just
you
understanding
lose.
situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That's why you lose.
And no return here.
Now you better have your team together in a couple weeks there.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time.
I don't want to hear no excuses. Nah, you're just saying, oh, no, man, we know you can't perform in the playoffs. You might as well perform in the regular season.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys,
man.
the linemen, what they're
That's
trying
no
to do, as
excuse. You
is
got
block
5
the
other
guy
dudes on the
tackle
squad.
and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice
Well, you
gain of
get that out of your head
25.
because you're not running on me.
Counting down
I
to the
promise
midway
you.
point in
I
quarter
promise
one.
you.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a
Yeah,
modest gain.
you have to work for it.
It's a 6-yard
You're not going to
pickup.
get a running touchdown from 15 yards out.
It's turning into an extended one.
You might throw the ball, get tackled at, the 2-yard line, 3-yard line, running in that way.
Carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Back to throw.
Man, so am I. I can't wait to tackle your A.
Couple that brings up third down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's a bad pass on my end. That's a bad pass on my end.
And now fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away.
No, don't look at
It's a
that.
tried
I
and
blew
true
that one.
formula, and I don't think it'll
Don't look
change
at
for
that
as
one.
long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but
Ah,
incomplete.
that's a 20. Oh, man.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Yeah, the thing that's going to kill me, Jeff, against you is containing Hill. Because I lost Gilmore, and he's got some speed. He'd be able to man cover Hill, but now I don't got... Oh, man. Nah, that's your go-to guy.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
That's what I'm saying. You won't be able to run on me, so you're going to have to pass.
This will be fielded at the 17. He won't go down. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play.
I went to chuck him too early. Dang it.
Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Who are they playing tonight, Jay?
Here we go. Green, 39.
Oh, okay.
Williams. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity.
Sometimes those are the best games.
But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They're going to look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. So we played one quarter here on a Monday night. 0-0 our score. And we're back to upstate New York after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll come out in the pistol. In motion, the tight end Clay. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And that'll be
Oh, man. How do you miss that throw? Come on, dude.
And it's third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On play action, they'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Or does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the pass or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
Now back to throw. Green with a catch left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Coons connects on this one. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Still 2nd down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
False start, offense.
The penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now first down at 15. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Buffalo after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Surveying the field. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be fielded at the 6. Comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into...
Martavis Bryant. He's at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. They were picked apart really on that last drive through the air. Now 2 touchdowns against some of the passing variety here in this first half.
And momentum totally going against them right now. One way to shift it, a big sack or some sort of a takeaway. They've got to find a way to get back in balance in this game because right now
hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Watkins alone on the left side. Back to throw now on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Charles Clay is tied in the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Another pistol look here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Back to throw here.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Look at the dance and the juke. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Still 2nd down.
There we go. Nice play, baby. Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Set,
On design run for their wideout. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
A reverse is never called just to get 1 or 2 yards. It's often called to get a big play. The defense was having none of it on that one. They snipped it out and stuffed it.
3-19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. Watkins alone on the left side. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Here's the Bills defense now as they head out to defend here. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and out, That's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3 and out.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped, unable to do so.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They'll come out in the pistol. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go, B, let's go. Let's go.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused. Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback. Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now? Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of... Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th. Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, Wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding time. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Bills are going to have a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Set. Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcel Darius able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And this will be incomplete. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
Let's go. 3-19.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. The room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening. Not able to get
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw, surveying the field. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And the numbers, they sort of do the talking. Great game last week. Sharp again here in this one.
Sometimes you set habits with how you play, don't you? I mean, you start to put things together, you string them together, and the confidence continues to rise. And guess what? We're seeing that happen in front of us. Back-to-back weeks of really good play.
And the confidence certainly must be continuing to grow.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone.
Man, they just beat me. They just returned that for a pick 6.
It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a pick 6 there.
Yeah, what's going on?
With 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package.
Yeah, that was a terrible pass. I forced it in there. I should have took the field goal inside the game. Or won the...
A pick 6.
No, but I should have took the field goal and won the game. Yeah.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. So it is up and good, and what was a 1-point game to the very end actually winds up
in... 14 attempts, 80 yards, 5.7 average.